Hello, everybody. Brad Pointer here with another reaction to a Rush song that I haven't heard before. And today we are wrapping up the Vapor Trails Remixed album from 2002, which was remixed in 2013. And we are at the last song. It is called Out of the Cradle. And we're going to be wrapping it up. And at the end today, I will give you kind of my thoughts on this album, the remixed version of it anyway, and we'll go from there. But without any further ado, there's that auxiliary percussion that I've been waiting for. And there's that phantom audio noise again that I can't figure out. But anyway, yeah. The shaker that was going on there, real high speed. And just, once again, man, Getty's work on this with his chord work and all the things, all the layers going on. It's really making me smile, but let's get back into it. Maybe time is a butterfly. Man, there's so much that feels familiar in this song, and yet I know that this is new, and obviously, but there's just, I don't know if it's the chords, it's not the progression, I don't know what it is, but there's just something that is kind of soothing. Maybe it's the feeling, maybe it's just the mixture of all of them together. I don't know, but there's just a kind of a old home feel to this song in this particular part anyway. I'm liking it. This album, man, it just continues to surprise me with these flashes back to older times in their past, and also the just showing off all the things that they've learned. But let's get back to it. maybe time is a bird in flight. You know, I've often thought that time is more like Sandpaper Mountain, but we're all just sliding down the hill. But anyway, man, the I don't know, the random robot noises that are in that song are really, really making me happy. The, the happy robot sounds. And, well, you go, microphone. What in the world? Okay. There. Now. That. Now. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix that. But anyway, I'm really the bass line's kind of hiding from me, and maybe it's because I'm listening to all the random robot noises, but I'm just loving it. I'm just loving it. Let's keep on going. Hello, key change. That's actually quoting an earlier song. Da, 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 da. And I can't remember something this, why did we do this? Something like that, but it's quoting out of the song earlier in the album. I love it. Man. Okay. Simmer down there, cable. There we go. Okay. So, it looks like it is a cable, so I'm going to get that replaced. But, let's talk about this song in particular. Come Out of the Cradle, rocking. And I wish that it could have been forever. I really do. Great regret that. Big fan for probably since 1986. It's when I first got turned on to him. And I never saw him live. And one opportunity that I had, I blew it. And it was my own stupidity, so that also stings quite a bit. I try to let young Brad, the past versions of Brad, I try to let them off the hook a little bit. They were doing okay. But missing an opportunity to see Rush, that's kind of unforgivable, especially if I can remember it wasn't even girls, it was just stupidity and partying and just being stupid. So anyway, but this song, I wish that it could be rocking forever out of the grave, or out of the cradle, excuse me. It's a little bit too much. Uh-oh. Messing with my... You know, it sure does take out the sound, the little beepy noise, or little whenever you just mute the whole thing. Hey. But anyway, this song, really enjoyed it. It's got a lot of good parts to it. The layering is really nice. The robot noises are some kind of guitar thing that Alex is doing, which, not being a guitar player, and I've heard it done in other songs, but you know, he said, "Oh, okay, well, let's how do we do that? Oh, that's how we do it. Okay, well, I'm going to put that in there too. Of course, it's awesome. So, I like this one, but now let's switch over to the overall picture of Vapor Trails. And you guys have told me that you know, it's a good thing and a bad thing both that I've listened to the remixed version first, because everyone tells me it's a lot less muddy than the original one, and they kind of, were trying to make it all hard sounding in post production. And it still sounds hard right now. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to have to listen to that, to the original, you know, cut of this, just to see what did they do. What did they do? But overall, so far, I think this is the heaviest, most metal of all the Rush albums that I've heard. It's really, it's an emotional album, and there's a lot of emotional albums from Rush. There's a lot of songs, but this one, man, this one is where this album is wearing its heart on its sleeve, and their conduits of feeling are really turned up to 11 on this one. Probably because it's all the stuff that Neil was going through, but it just this one hits really hard on an emotional level, as well as just a musicianship level, and all the other levels that Rush usually stomps into the ground, in a good way, obviously. But favorites of the album. Drum roll. Okay. First Blush, I've listened to probably most songs except for this one now. Well, most songs is once. And then several songs I've had to play them over and over and over again in my head to get them to be happy. Sweet Miracle. Okay, this is not the order of favoriteness. This is the ones that I've had to listen to again. Ghost Rider, and Nocturne. The other ones that I've listened to again were, Freeze, the Part 4 of Fear. Listened to that one a few times. And One Little Victory. Really like that one. So, in order of Brad Levin, Ghost Rider, way up at the top. Bing, 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 bing. The bass work on that song is phenomenal. And actually picked up and tried to play, tried to figure out some of that stuff. Yeah, he's he's a wizard, Harry. But love that song, man. I mean, haunting that wilderness road, man, and being a child from the woods, that touches me in a different place than Neil meant it to. But you know, it's still going beep beep. Hey Brad, emotions here, and love that song. I I've played it for my wife. I've played it for my kids. I've played it for coworkers. I mean, I'm just like, hey, did you ever listen to Rush? You're going to now. Um, yeah, some of my little metalhead coworkers and such, hey, dude, listen to this song. And they're just like, wow, a couple of musicians, and they're taken aback by it. They're like, that's not what I thought Rush was. Well, Rush, once again, anytime that you think that you know what Rush is, listen to the next song. Anytime you try to pick a, pin them into a genre, listen to the next part of the next song. You know, they just can't be pigeonholed like that. Um, but so Ghost Rider, and then probably a controversial um, one that I don't know. Maybe you guys will like it. But Nocturne, I love Nocturne, man. That's a good piece. Um, Once again, heavy in places, beautiful in others. Um, Secret Touch, um, man, that's number three. And then we'll just do number four, okay, and we'll stop there because then we start getting into, you know, which butter spreads easier, you know. I mean, you're gonna put it on your toast, you know, but we're not here to pick those kind of nits. What we are here to do is to say that number four is Sweet Miracle. Um, Once again, another one that really touches me. Um, and so this has been great. I'm loving this experience, loving this album. Um, this has shuffled the hierarchy of Rush albums in the old brain. Um, you know, Test for Echo, a couple of songs on there I really liked, but you know, it just kind of came in down towards the bottom of the pile. And I really enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, the worst Rush album is better than most everything that comes out, you know, that you listen to nowadays. Sound like an old man, but I'm getting to be there. Um, but this one, like, I don't know, man. This one is up there with in the same range, and we'll talk about what that range is, but it's in the same range as Presto and Counterparts, and probably Counterparts here, Presto here, maybe Vapor Trails in the middle, maybe right under Presto. Of course, then you've got you know Moving Pictures is up here somewhere. You know, Signals, Signals is above it somewhere. Hemispheres is right under there. We'll talk about that at some point. You know, who who's who likes things. And Getty said that his least favorite album is Caress of Steel. That's probably in my top five still. Um, I love that album. Just the Valley, that whole side is just a killer. Even the songs that are goofy, um, love it. Um, Bastille Day, not so much, but that that artwork that is I think it's the second side of the original album. Uh, Man, uh, that's just great. But anyway, back to Vapor Trails. Um, this, in my mind, is how Getty got his groove back. I mean, and I know that it wasn't Getty who lost his groove, but this is where Getty came in and said, "Oh yeah, I'm still the best You can say the best progressive rock bassist. You can broaden that out. You can say the best rock bassist. You could spread it out and say the best of all time. I think you'd be, he's up there. He's in that rarefied air for sure. I don't know about number one is the best electric bassist of all eternity. There are some guys in different styles and different genres that that have pioneered whole other ways of doing things. So, um, you know, Victor Wooten. Oh, sorry, but yeah, this dude. I mean, this album just absolutely said, "Hey, this is what we're doing now. We're doing chords, okay? This is how we're rolling now." And we're not always doing chords. We're sometimes doing chords. We're doing them when I want to, and the rest of the time I'll just be ripping your ears off, and I just love it. Um, Neil Neil sounded a lot more. Um, I don't know, man, just more basic rock. There's my grandson. He's cried in the background. He knows that this album's done. He's not happy. He really liked One Little Victory. That's his song. He's 3 months old, so you know when he likes something, he rolls over and poots. I mean, I guess that's what happens. But anyway, um, this has been great, and I'm just loving the fact that y'all are hanging out with me. Um, listening to me talk about my three favorite musicians in the world. You know, and I'm getting to listen to stuff that I never heard, and I'm enjoying the absolute pea fire out of it, y'all. Um, but anyway, thank you guys so much, and I will see you for Snakes and Arrows.